Oh, the motherfucking things you can do. And the fucking thoughts you produce. Once you're free from the chains you'll be fighting to say you're thinking like Zeus. We're thinking like Zeus. Let's be thinking like Zeus. Zeus. Zeus, my Zeus. Zeus.
Zeus, my goose. Every task is a test, and you don't really rest until it's working, or as close as it gets. When you know things are getting loose, that's how you know it's time for the one and only Zeus Magus. The motherfucking things you can do, and the fucking thoughts you produce. Once you're free from the chains, you'll be fighting to say that you're thinking like Zeus. Zeus, man, gooses. Let's be thinking like Zeus.
Ah, ah, ah. Tired. Always tired. Eternally tired. But back. This is something of a sprint session for me. I'm just making that up. I don't know what the fuck that means, really. But I've heard it many, many times over many, many years. I'm going to attempt to just bust some ass here and get some work done. Usually I go through the explainer, but I don't think there's any need for that. I'm going to do one demo run real quick. Make sure I have everything working how I left it. And I'm just going to work on the tower a bit. Which I'm pretty excited about. Get to refine it. Alright, so run, jump, animation, swing, animation, end of the level, animation. I missed the portal. Oh no, I didn't. Alright. Pass through animation thing. That's a poison spore. What's it doing there? Doesn't matter. I can climb the rope. I can... This is a tricky one. Gonna have to figure out how to deal with that. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out how to disable that kind of motion. Otherwise, that's gonna break everything, and that's one of those gonna break everything things, and I'm not excited about it. Anyway, you can grind on that. You can climb on that. It's poisonous. It'll hurt you. Technically, there's nothing that happens when you get to 0. That's fine. You can grind these. Gotta refine the pivoting here. This one works fine though. Slow you down. Yep, the pivot works better there. A little complicated for all that. Okay. And then next thing we're gonna do, just gonna traverse this the best we can. And then this is what I'm working on today. I'm making this a little more interesting or better. I don't need to try every level right now here, but I do want to still be familiar with it. So, oh, fuck! My buoyancy. The drag, the buoyancy, oh my god. The water needs to be worked out. The water is not working exactly how it should, but it will. Alright, so... Fuck. Fuck! Okay. Oh god. Let me change the music to something chill, not necessarily just all these songs that I have written about me. And also, not just chill, but not gonna get a copyright strike. Okay. One more time. Not even good at my own game. But that's a very telling fact with how I'm building this. It's very hard to replicate things in real life, I think, so video games are a fascinating concept. I went too far. I'm taking too much damage on this. Oh, I could have landed on that. Alright. It's going to be too chaotic at a certain point. Like, you can't just go flying across the map. It has to be a little more contained. But then again, if the map is huge and fully built out, why couldn't you essentially send yourself flying wherever the hell you wanted? Obviously not space, but... This thing is really stopping me from doing this well. Alright. Nothing happens when you hit 0, but I gotta work on this tower. And then I'll come back to some physics stuff later, but tower today. Because I want... now it looks tiny. Like, the longest time working on this, it felt like, and it looked like, just the biggest undertaking. But now, this doesn't feel like anything. Alright, let me actually... Because I'm not using the inspector right... Oh! Too much inspector. I'm not using my inspector right now. I'm going to make this a bit bigger. Just kind of nice. And, don't know how to... Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god. I'm just having trouble moving this around properly, that's all. There we go. Alright, so... Maybe my life will be easier if I can get rid of this light thing. So let me ask. Alright, and let me also tell it what's going on. Hello, hey, we're back and working on this again. I'm just going to say that, and then I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Oh god, I have to go through all my stuff. It's deceptive. Yeah, deceptive jungle animals. Not sure if that's exactly what it was, but right now I also want to do that. Alright, cool. Thank God. Okay. So what I'm going to ask... I'm also going to be like, hey, it's today. And it's just about 1 o'clock, so I've bought myself a little time here. Hi. Back at it. Today. Can you help me make things look clear and... clear and not as... help me not make things, but help me understand how to make things look clear and not so atmospheric. So clear and not so atmospheric. Maybe like hide it so I can work a little more visibly with the assets I am adding. Is that a thing, or is this just due to scale? It's a pretty dumb question, but there are no dumb questions when you don't know what you're doing and you're learning. There's a lot of dumb questions, though. The top right, there's a bunch of little... Audio. Oh. Oh. But... what the fuck? I mean... this is better, I guess. Oh. Okay. What else do I want to see? Right. So post-processing I can move on. But if I... oh, look at that. I don't even need to think about that. Alright, I don't need those. This is fine. This will... I feel like I'm actually learning how to do this, except a couple of things are wrong for me here, and I'll figure that out right now. For instance, these are the vine rails. Jungle tower, inner tower. We're moving you to the bottom to keep track of you better. Jungle tower vines. Okay. So, I also need to make these visible somehow. I keep on moving it to the wrong side. And then let me show it what it looks like in the inspector. It's got a cube. Oh, it's got to have a mesh render. God damn it. Okay, so I'm going to do that actually instead of asking that and wasting tokens. I'm pretty sure at least that's going to fix it. And... wait. I don't know where G is. Okay, well, let's do F. Make sure that's how it's supposed to look. Okay. This doesn't affect anything, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Nope, still. It's not visible there. Box Collider. I wonder if Box Collider being off is going to make a difference. But making this thing look visibly how I want to actually see it, like... okay. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to turn them all on. So I can see them, and then I'll disable them later. Because that's just going to make my life easier. just gonna do that. Bring the music up just a little more. So I don't have to do as much work in the talking. Seems all peaceful and stuff. Like the world outside isn't falling apart. It's a nice day. I should be out there. Alright. So now I can actually move and see what the fuck I'm moving. Which is great, because I've just been winging it and being like, yeah, that makes sense. So, yellow is just yellow. Oh, hazards. I guess I'll put some poison bushes on that. That's kind of what I was going for. Oh, right, prefab. Okay, so I pull a prefab up. Yeah. Wait, before I... Nope. Don't replace. Let's go here. This is going to go into Jungle Training Tower. And this is also going to go into there. Yellow's poison cube. And we're going to call this, no, not yellow poison, yellow cube poison. Forgot if I hit one, it fucks everything up. Nope. Yep. This makes sense to me. Take a bunch of damage unless you avoid some of it. I guess you probably want to have it a little area where people can actually land. Otherwise you'll be dissatisfied. And these are just speculative thoughts of being a potential person who play games. Alright, so we'll have a little poison platform. And then that'll lead to that, which I won't do it now. But that next platform could collapse or crumble or break, like weighted branches or branches with too much weight, something like that. What we're going to do with this is we're going to get it out of here and move it up. And I'm very excited for this. Is this a prefab yet? It is. So we're going back up to Jungle Training Tower. And that thing is not high enough or long enough. Or far away enough. This should be pretty quick if I'm not too distracted in my brain. Which is hard. I'm gonna do that. And I want to add the curved vine, but I don't think I should. Alright. I know. In terms of how big and wide and stupid it looks right now. Huh. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do three of these lined up kind of like a bridge. Or like, I'm thinking about Sonic. Excuse me. In Sonic you have to kind of... It just hit me. Okay. In Sonic you have to jump from rail to rail because a rail wouldn't end. Very simply said. Which is very happy to think about. Okay. That's what I'm trying to find. Let's just do that. Doesn't really make the most sense, but I want to move faster today because I have some things to do as always. Alright. So, hopefully I can figure this out. It's a little tricky. The rotations, let's keep it at 90. Nope, I gotta make it more of a slope. And maybe this is just a curved rail. Didn't mean to face fart, but this... Okay. It just figured it out. Okay. So... Vine rail. We're not going to call it vine rail. How'd you get out of there, bro? Get back in there. Get in the game. Actually, you can stay out of the game for right now. Cool. It's kind of awkward, but whatever works. Okay. I have to go pull the Bezier vine, curved vine. Now I have this as not a prefab, and now I have that's a prefab. Oh, there it is. All right. So let me go back to where I was. Jungle Training Tower. Derp, derp, derp. Survey says... It's gonna make me cry. I don't think this needs a mesh collider. So I'm gonna remove it. And what I am gonna do is go to the splice tool. And start fudging around with the splicings here. Gets a little crazy. Oh. Quick up ride. I did one. Photography brain. Oh, come on. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, so I haven't really used the spline tool except to make that curved vine thing that you just saw. But now I have it as a prefab. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start messing around with how it looks. I'm very excited about this. Because... let's do something like that. And then effectively... How do I edit the spline? Look. Wait. Nope. It's kind of complicated. I don't know how to edit this. I just figured it out. The problem is, how do I change that with this? I really don't want to have to ask for the help, but I'm pretty close to not figuring it out. Let me close the... Oh, wait. What the fuck happened? I'm so confused. Very confused. I need to figure this out because I'm going to break my brain over this, and it's been like 4 seconds, and I'm just like, this doesn't make sense. Create spline. Stupid. How stupid am I? That's stupid! That's stupid! Oh, thank God. Alright. Oof. Try this all over again. Oh, for the love of God! Okay. Okay. I can just delete that. And make something like that. Okay. That was a little crazy looking, but conceptually it was getting there. That's pretty interesting. Don't want to do that. It's kind of a long vine, but I think this will be really cool looking. Kind of figuring out the way to look at it is hard. but I think this is the closest I can get it to figuring it out. Because it's kind of based on where you're looking. Whoops. Yeah. This will be a little tricky, a little confusing for the brain, but I do declare. Where is it? There we go. Four? Nope. Then that's gonna be like 1. Every time I hit 1, it's gonna ruin my life. Z is gonna be -4, negative. That's almost doubling every time, which is fine. So, but I need to keep things on track here. Yeah. Look at that. 1.3, or yeah, 1.2. Oh no, 0.2. Yeah, 0.2. Why not? Let's bring it up. It's from 1 to 6 almost, and then, or 1 to 5, and then, so it's about 4 each time. But let's go 1.1. Let's keep that value. I like that it does that little curve as it goes up. We're gonna go -2. Nope, we're not gonna go -2. We're gonna go 9. Nah, 9 is too steep. We're gonna go -1. Nope, we're gonna go. Shit, we're going back to 5. All right. I don't know how anybody works like this. And I'm probably doing it the worst that anybody's ever done it, so. It's funny because all I want to do is that. That is all I wanted to do. Okay, so. Oh, I made a cheese joke. Just better not move the whole thing. Thank you very much. Alright. Alright. That is awesome, to be honest. Feels much better. Actually, it looks kind of weird. Oh, it does a weird thing here where it just sneaks up, and that's not appropriate. So we're gonna just fix other things to make it actually work the way we want it to work. Delete that, and by delete that, just move that. I'm gonna rotate this. We're going back to that spline. No. So it's gotta be like -40? -40. And we can adjust this now so that you can jump onto it. The other thing is I need to make it easier to approach the other platforms so I can even make it this high. And by this high, wow. That is, I'm about 40% done of the traversal part, like getting to the top, and then I need to design something at the top, and but I finally am working a little more diligently here, and I'm going to send a quick message. Okay, so my assessment, my assessment is I'm about 40% of the way there, up to the top of the tower. If I were to make a demo, the demo would look like an initial animation describing what happens leading up to the incident, the crash. Or maybe it'll just drop you in the area with the animals, because you know what, the crash and all that stuff is not as exciting as knowing that you're kind of going to go into the jungle. So let's do that. Where essentially the demo is going to look a lot like you're learning that you have powers. You learn that you have powers. You don't know why, you don't know the story, whatever. This is just the demo. So it's like you have powers, and now you have to get to the canopy, right? And you get to the canopy, which is the top of the jungle or the rainforest, and it gives you that bird's eye view, and then you do a jump pass through, land onto the new level, which it would be like a portal, and then as soon as you pass through the portal, it would send you to the next level or whatever. And then that level you would have to kind of do a small mission, like a mini mission where you have to fight. And I saw a 15-minute demo would be appropriate. So me doing a 15-minute demo, this would have to be the tower part. I mean, people would be able to do it probably within 3 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe. I don't know. People are much better at video games than I am. So they might be able to just like traverse the whole thing and move up and up and up. If that's the case, I have to make the combat part a little more expansive. And I think I can do that. I'm not afraid to make it more about that. But if I make the combat, like, I have to start focusing on that. But as I'm building up the tower, I'm still thinking of ideas of what that combat's going to look like. But I do have an idea of, you show the bestowing of powers. You show, or like you reveal the tower, the jungle tower, to escape. And then, what am I trying to say? Oh, and then you engage in combat. So once you engage in combat, then that's kind of like, that would be the end of what the demo would look like. And that's kind of my current goal, except the demoralizing of myself every time I zoom out. So, because it doesn't say that when I do that every time. When I load in, at least. It tells me vitality, which I don't love either. Alright, let's go back in here. That rail is there. I need to fix up some of these vines going up here and around so it looks a little easier. And then I'm going to try to get up here and ride that vine rail across to that new platform I added there. So let's move these vines around just a little bit. I mean, they look kind of nice already in position. That was maybe a lot more than needed to go. I don't really know. Alright. Give this a shot. I haven't done a demo with all the atmospheric stuff turned off, so that should be interesting to see. It looks exactly how it should. Never mind. Or at least how it's been looking. What the hell? Is it going too fast? Alright, I was going too fast. Gotta work on that. Okay. I should add an animation for the bounce. Ignore that cube. Everybody hates that cube. I'm gonna skip that single vine because that's too challenging. I can't see anything. Fuck! Oh! Okay, alright. My sight always gets messed up by what's going on there. Okay. I'm gonna descend. Trying to make this easy, so. That is not easy. Oh, God. They're both 2 strands. I've really got to beef those up. I'm going to do this the illegal way. Wait. I need to make this tower wider so I don't... That's the illegal way and it didn't work! No! Not going to take any real fall damage, but it's going to say I did. And I landed on the tower. Or platform. That is something I need to work on, is making sure I can actually see while I'm inside and not getting my view blocked, because it's really disorienting me when I'm trying to run and jump and make the platforms or plan kind of the float. And part of that is the fact that the float is not perfected yet. So I can kind of cheat what I'm doing. Nice. Shit. I don't know. Yes! Okay. Alright. I'm almost there. I should do this the easy way. Just do this the easiest. Just take the time I need. I think I can make that big skip this one. I made it! Ow! Come on. No! Son of a bitch. And we're back again. I need to make it easier so I can actually do it, and I need to make sure I can see. But I know there are people way better at video games that can do this, and could perform this in no time, and that's great. One day people will play test this for me and do the testing I need to, but until then, I have my ways of doing it without having to do it perfectly exactly how I've designed it. Which is funny because you would think that... Oh, no, my microphone too! Yeah, back. Okay, thank God. Trying this again. I am so close to making it. I should put a freaking platform somewhere here. Or maybe I'd make a bridge. And then the bridge, because I have that opening, it would be cool if the bridge could actually show you kind of like, as you're passing through, it does a quick cinematic pan, and it shows you kind of like the inside of the jungle a little bit. Maybe some of the animals moving. Alright. Fuck me! Back to the water, which I haven't perfected. Running at the bottom of the water is always the most effective way to get out. It's like time warping yourself. It's a weird water function right now. I gotta fix it. Will I ever make it to the top? It's the real question. I'm trying again. Brain focus is, The coffee would help if it didn't just put my brain into total overdrive. It's so freaking delicious. Oh man, I could have made that. Alright. I'm running out of time here with my own time because it's gonna be 2 o'clock soon and I think I gotta wrap closer to 2:30. Got a couple of chores to take care of before I do some of the exercising. Alright. Come on. That worked. Oh no! That worked! It's close. Oh, man. It's like game-breaking exploits right there, but like, that's the thing, is like I have to refine it. You know what? One more try, and then I have to make it easy. Or at least attempt to make it easy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Went the wrong way. Ah. Alright, I said one more attempt, but I think I can figure that out. I just want to get up to that yellow platform to try my other vine up there, make sure it's working properly. And if that's the case... Come on! Yes! Yes! Yellow platform, for the love of God, don't miss. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Yes! I did it. My vitality is 0. I made it up here. This is my little hazard level. Okay. And here's the next step. This should just work. Yeah! Almost! Yeah! Yeah! Fuck! And then, you know, splash animation, splash sound. That worked. I'm very happy with that. Okay. Gotta save and keep building from there. I'm gonna add a platform here. Or what I'm thinking is like a bridge, but... The problem with adding a bridge, at least, is that it's a little too steep right now, and I want it to be a horizontal bridge. So maybe I'll make it more... Maybe the next go-around I'll have it be like a flat platform that crosses simply. Or like a narrow one. But I already know... sorry, the coffee is getting me really excited. I already know what I want to do next. Which is what I was planning before, so... Close up these vines. We're going to put this... in a empty parent, and we're going to call that yellow platform. And if I press 1, I won't be able to hear anything. Or people won't be able to hear me. Okay. So... I gotta learn the hotkeys for this thing too. Alright, so I made it to this platform. I'm very happy. The next thing to do is this. Alright. Let's get this back in position. I really need to figure out hotkeys so I can work faster. I don't do this every day, and I'm probably going to get much less time to do it, unfortunately, but hopefully not. Alright, so what I'm thinking here... I was going to have it, like, be a descent, but I think I'm still going to just have it going up because that only makes the most sense. And to do so... I need to do this. Huh. Looks kind of odd. Oh, I know why it looks good. That's weird that the bounding box doesn't... Is it completely connected? Huh. Or the collider. I have to figure that out later, but that looks kind of weird. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this half the size. 0.1. No. The scale. Okay. This feels like it shouldn't be so tiny. You know what? That's what's going on. I forget that if it's in the parent, it's going to be affected, and I have to actually be very aware of that. Stupid, stupid. That looks much better. Okay. Alright, so let me make I guess the Y is going to be 3. Yes. So not 3, but let's do 7. Let's do 10. Let's do 15. That's 115. Let's do 15. 15's too... Now 7 is 8. 9. 8.5. The depth can't be that. We'll do 0.9. And then... So then we'll lock this into 0.3? No, what am I doing? 0.9. Okay. So... Theoretically, the way this is going to work... It's got to be 0.3. And it can't be scaled. So, 0.3. And we're going to make the... Oh, wait. 0.6. There we go. I prefer that. Okay. Okay. I'm confused, as I should be. There we go. A little more thought of what the hell is going on. Okay. It's mostly there. Get this up, move this over. We're gonna need a bit of a tilt on that. A little more than we have. 98. 98. I like that. Alright. Want to rotate it just a touch. It's wider to jump on it, which will be great. And let me actually see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. So now we're gonna copy and paste it, and we're gonna move it here. Got to give it a good rotation. We're gonna make this one a little shorter. And we're gonna move it over. Cool. More rotation. Hit F to get more on the level. Always want to be on the level. Can't be held accountable for not being on the level. If you're on the level. $96. 92. A little, 99? Yeah, 99. You gotta slope up just a little bit. Go over here. Thanks, VLC, for telling me something I didn't need to know, man. Thanks. Alright. That's too far. I'm not gonna make that jump. I hope I'm seeing this correctly. Okay, kind of. Oh? Alright. Do this. Do some of this. Do some of that. Almost. I don't know if this is good. Damn it. I hate when it says what I'm new. I did it to myself. Alright, that's number 2. Oh. That's way too off. But it needs to also be a little steeper. Am I doing that right? Yeah, okay. Alright, that's kind of what I'm going for. Oh, okay, and this will be cool because it can actually stick out. I like this idea actually a lot. That makes more sense where you're sliding, jumping, and then there's a branch that's sticking out from the inside of the jungle area, whatever. It's got to be wider. And a little longer. You know what? And then Z. No, not that much. I can just stay like that. That needs to move much closer. That jump is going to be nearly impossible. Kind of funny that it's not on the level. There we go. That might be a little too far. But I don't think that's terrible. It does need to be like 20. Trying to think what happens next year. I think because it's shooting out, you have to do another one that's kind of shooting in. So, I cannot wait until my lips stop getting dry and I don't have to use moisturizer on it because my lips are getting destroyed by my fingers. I'm just destroying them with no regard to my happiness and how it feels because it hurts. It's uncomfortable. The peeling is utterly grossly satisfying. Hate to say it, but it's just the truth. Alright. Let's do 75. Wait, no. 55. I guess I have to have branches to swing and fucking do stuff off of. But I guess that could be later in the game. Maybe I'll make a vine next time I'm doing this that is specifically just for swinging, as opposed to grinding, or a branch for swinging. That's what I'm trying to say, because my brain is going there. Did that wrong. Yeah, it's something like that, I think. I did this all wrong. At least it looks like I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, no. There. Took me way too long to get my brain around that. It's the scale. I guess if I scale everything up, it makes sense, but... Nope. Why would it make sense that it's this? I mean... yeah. Yeah, let's make it... Oh, right, I'm trying to make that whole fucking bridge thing. So this would actually be kind of perfect. You jump, you jump, you jump. Make it just a little taller. Rotate it. And you know what? Move it back a little bit. What's up, Poofy? You can't eat every day all the time. I know, we all get hungry. I fed you a little while ago. You're welcome to hang. I have some little bit of time before I gotta start working on some other stuff, so. Excellent. Ah, God. Can't keep doing that. Desperately want to keep doing that. Cannot keep doing that. Okay. Let's make just another platform to make life easier. We're gonna make this a skinny one. Yeah. Before I test this, I'm going to have to make that last tweak in the middle so that so it's not impossible for me to fucking do. Yeah, something like that. And maybe a little longer. Oh, V. Oh, Ovi, what am I gonna do for you? What am I gonna do for you? I can't have you sitting here while I'm doing all the work. You know that. Okay, just not on the keyboard. You can hang right there. You know what? Let's put you on the ottoman. Everybody loves the ottoman. Look, not bad. You're basically right next to me. Yeah, baby girlie. I don't know what that is. Oh, you can see her tail, I guess. The chair should be a little higher. Sit. Here. Okay, Ophi, okay. She hasn't gotten treats in a little while. I should give her some treats a little later. Gotta keep working. Gotta keep working. I don't know if that's wide enough. Oh. That's fine. Now, how do I get up there is the question. And I think what's going to be super popular is having one of those curved vines come back. Whoops. All right. This should be an easy do. I'm wondering if it just makes sense to add a spiral here, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to make my own spiral. Ophi! You protesting because you didn't get food? I'm a bad daddy. Alright. Okay. Not exactly what I'm hoping, but It's just tricky working with that spline tool. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's very, very much not the easiest thing. Okay. I will just do something like that. But rotate it, actually. Cool. That's more what I want to do. And then let's do... 0, 0. Oh wait, that's... I don't know what that's doing. It's repositioning the whole fucking thing. Alright, that's a lot better. Well, okay. It's the splicing I can fix, so that's what I have control over, and that's how I can make the moves I want to move. Okay. Maybe... I think that's sufficient. Oh my god! I have to mail out a bunch of freaking cards and I complain, but I'm quite happy that I have a little hobby of selling Pokemon cards that people like to buy. I think that's fine. You can jump off before you end up eating it in the wall. Let me turn that off. Let me switch to this. Okay. That's the bridge I was talking about. Let me make life easier down the way. Here. Nope. There we go. All right. We're just going to edit the Vine script here. People like their bicycles, especially in my town. Alright. At the risk of making my brain break, this could work. Ooh. Oh, it's Zach Braff. That would be the real goal, is to get Zach Braff to do the voice acting for this game. Willfully, of course. You know, not coercing or threatening to remove scrubs from the air through FCC filing and stuff. Like, none of that, you know. It's rough because sometimes those vines are not enough to grab. But a skillful player will be patient, as I imagine, and grab the vines with the right jump in time. Fuck. I was trying to cheat the system in that one. Which I can do technically. Alright. Come on. Oh, that was awesome. Just barely made it. All right. So far, so good. You get hurt. You can pass through these things. Why can't you pass through? You should be able to walk through them. I have to fix the prefab, though. That's what that means. Thank God I made that fucking jump. Oh! Oh, no. Okay. This is harder than I thought it would be. So I gotta take my time. Yo! Well, that didn't fucking work. Alright, that's impossible. What do I do? I'm not exactly sure how to make it all the way up there. The pacing is too fast, but that's kind of the point. I think it's going to be hard to maneuver this at this speed in like a closed tunnel like this, and I hate to make my life horrible, but I would probably have to scale up the actual cylinder here, so there's a lot more versatility with everything. Thank God. No! 1,000,000 times no. Alright. I'm gonna change vitality to life points at some point. I'm gonna have to reset exactly what happens when I die. I need to work out better platforming for moving up this tower, but I've made some progress. And it's a matter of patience, and I'm not patient enough for a game I made myself so far. Oh, fuck. Ouch. Can't seem to figure it out no matter how many times I really want it to work. I'm just trying to get to that little bridge I made at the top. I could make a portal that sends me right up there, but where is the fun in that, is my thought. As I get frustrated for not being able to complete my own level here. Climb, monkey, climb. Soar, monkey, soar! Soar! Oh, you've gone too close to the sun! Damn it. Alright. Unplug the brain. Just get up there is the goal. Because I've done it before. I supposedly have negotiated with myself to make it easier, but clearly it's not working. So, this is the trick. Not the best trick, not the best trick. Oh! Kinda worked. Come on, homie. 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 On a platform? Damn. I'm really excited to be frustrated by the time I get up there with the flat rails I've made. Because those things... There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Gotta fix this dual vine bullshit. This has to be a bunch. Or at least what some would call a bundle. Thank God. Holy shit. No! No! Gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh well. Alright. The absolute audacity I have to cheat my own system is ridiculous. Alright. I can't see shit. Oh my god. The platform goes in a spiral so wide, which makes kind of sense, but I think I should probably make it a little bit spread out, or spread out a little better is what I'm trying to say. For the love of God! Focus. As if that's gonna change anything. Not being able to see shit is my biggest problem. And I don't want to work on that right now. Because I know it's going to break the camera and fuck with my other camera stuff and... Yes. Okay. Back up here. Trying to make it up to that to that platform. And to make it... Oh my god. Why would I do this to myself? Although... Alright. Nothing's perfect in this game yet. But things are conceptually there. Alright, here's the part I'm excited to get frustrated. I'm glad I landed on that. It's very reassuring. But for the love of God. Just barely fucking everything up. Okay. I've said a million times I'm going to make this easier. I've not made it easier for myself. But I'm going to make it up to that top area that I made. And then I might need to wrap up. But I still need to make it up to the top. Or whatever I have as the top right now. Which is my little bridge. And I can cheat my own system. Obviously would have to nerf all that. Okay, ride the rail. Oh, land on the rail. You stupid monkey dude. Okay, so the problem is the rails are too thin up there, and it's not as fun as I thought it would be. Where I thought of Sonic, where sometimes when you're running through a 3D Sonic game, you have to go from rail to rail to rail, or I forgot what other games those are. It's like Treasure Runner or something. At least that's my mind telling me that's what it would be. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice. Alright, so at least I'm getting the hang of how the hell to get all the way up here. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm stupid. Oh, God. The frustration I'm about to have. Oh, no! Wait. I'm not supposed to go through the wall. Shit! Cameras. Oh, no. Oh, man. Come on. Hey, didn't land at the bottom. Oh, shit. Okay. One last attempt. I know what I have to do to fix all that. That's all that matters. I need to provide myself some kind of safety net. Because that is really hard to do what I'm doing. And then on top of that, so, like, the physics feel right. That's the hardest part. Oh, come on! Tony Stark built this in a day with a cave. I know that's not the line, but... Alright. Where's my terror portion? That's the terror portion. It just looks awful, too. Maybe I just add a vine. Bring a vine to the party. Nope. I don't know if a vine's going to make my life better here, but at least it'll provide some kind of resource for me as I lose my
Bookbuyer the
freaking
bookkeeper
mind.
said hello.
Hi, Bookbuyer the bookkeeper. How are you? Happy Friday. Happy Monday. Sorry, it's my Sunday. And everybody should have a happy Friday.
Bookbuyer the bookkeeper said, well, Bookbuyer the bookkeeper said, you?
Not bad. Not bad. I made this little portion to traverse up, which in theory is very fun and cool. At least to start. And theoretically it sucks right now. So... I'm trying to make it a little easier for me to get up to the top. And I think that'll make my day much better. Because this is a little tricky. And I have, like, no experience doing what I'm doing, so... I don't even know my hotkeys. Let's get that. Above. Something like that, maybe. And then let me adjust the strands. So there's a million. Strand radius colliders per strand. No. Strand count to generate. We're gonna go with 20. Make this 20 as well. Randomize it. Maybe that'll help. I can make the length a little longer, I believe. I think global. Oh, idle handling. Let's make that much longer. Why not? Alright, I don't know why I'm going to try to do this with nothing else but a new Vine introduction, but it's just how I'm feeling it. Thank you for stopping by the way. I was going to say, how's your day? God, I've been really focused on trying to get to the top of my own mini level here, and it's pretty tricky. Bookbuyer the bookkeeper. What is a book you've acquired recently? I don't usually read as much as I should. The most recent book I got was in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. But there was a reason for it, so. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? You got it! 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 Did I landed on the rail! Confidence. Out the window. Catch! Oh god, it's a lot of chaos. That's what this is all going to be, just chaos. But for the right people, it'll work. and it'll be addicting to kind of find the right path. It ends up being like a puzzle game in that way, right? Like a traversal puzzle game, but I'm not really comfortable calling it something like that yet. It's a party outside. Ah! Hoisted by my own petard! So close! And yet so far. And yet so very, very far. Alright, so that's fun. That's actually like... I'm feeling a little more fluid as I'm building it, and I'm figuring out ways that are going to be more fun to approach it. Like this. Like, maybe people will quickly realize you don't need to necessarily traverse the whole thing traditionally. Traditional traversations. You've got to be joking. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. That vine strand did make a difference because I can catch on to it after that curved rail. And I fucking did it. The question is, how am I going to figure this out? My landing. My landing! Oh. No! On the way back down. Alright. Try this. Try that. So far, so good. I can land this rail. Okay, come on. There we go. I did it. I did it. I freaking did it. I freaking did it. I landed it. I landed it. Yes. Yes. Okay. This is the last part I built, and I hope I get this right, because I'm very anxious, but it should work. That's the big oh, not really a big problem. Oh, man. Okay. So far, so good. Fuck me! Come on! I grabbed onto the vines. What am I supposed to say? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time. I mean, I made it to pretty much where I want to make it, but I guess what I'm building is a traversal line that isn't traditional and has to be figured out as you're playing it. Because otherwise you're going to end up just doing whatever and thinking, that's fine, you know, that's okay. I'm going to just go up this way. And it's like, no, you got to be more creative. The vines will have to be a little less stretchy and give a lot of more resistance so you're not swinging up, up, up. But for now, conceptually, definitely works for me. Beating myself up over doing over and over tries here. But I know I can make it up there. I'm more confident than ever. So I just need to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. About to go off. Oh my god, this is the highest I've ever gotten. Wait, So cool. All right, homie, did you miss the jump or the drop? Oh my god. All right. Well, pretty happy with that. I think that's what I'm figuring out about a game like this is like it will look linear. That's what this is going to teach people. Things will look linear and you'll realize you just need to be more creative about using the platforms and the ropes to make your way up to the top. And you don't have to necessarily go through the side pathway that I'm designing. Because once you start to figure out some of that swinging and, hold on, some of the bounce pad stuff, oh, I made that, no way. Come on. Okay. Anyway. Let me take a break. I'm supposed to be stopping anyway. Kinda, what up, noob? Yeah, let me take a little break. I made a little progress. It's gonna be hard to make it all the way to the... In fact, let me double check that actually. That's just about at the halfway mark. Which is crazy to think about. Almost completely frustrating to consider. It's a little more than halfway, actually. Look at that. It's not bad. A little complicated. I'm gonna take a break. Only a 5-er, because then I gotta maybe wrap up at about... I gotta wrap up at about 3, actually. Shit. Should probably wrap up sooner, but I'll just BRB. Alright, I'm gonna do just a couple more things, but I gotta wrap it up. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wrap it up with. But I'm pretty content. I made a lot of good progress. I'm feeling happy with this. I would say that the project itself has made the legs that I've wanted it to make. I'm learning more about what I'm doing, my concept, and the chaos of it all, because that kind of makes a lot of sense. And I just want to be able to keep moving up. So it's kind of tricky to think about what to keep doing to go on the way up. It's not that far up. In fact, you can get there with maybe like 10 more platforms, I would say. Off you, baby. Alright. Okay. Question is, what would I put next? I'll do a bounty. Let's bring that up. Position to 1. Maybe 3? Maybe even to 5. Probably 4.5, but 5. Let's do 6. Because why not? That is correct. So we'll do 4.6. Wow. Wow. Let's do 3.9. Nope. 4.2. There we go. My mic back. Okay. I don't know what happened. Strange. I was saying it should be like a dip. Like a jump down. And then it should be a wider platform. 3. 1. And then this would be 0.3. Nope. Yeah, let's make it a super bounce platform. That's what I'm going to do with this. 36. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Let's do this at 0 for now. Then I can do -4. Let me do -26. -16. -16. They really don't need it to be this big. Yeah. Yeah. -16. Confused with what I'm doing. It's gonna be 0. Why can't I figure this out? Oh. What am I doing? No. Confused by all of that. It's gonna be 3A's. Gotta be a little more aware right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. It's bothering me. I'm gonna delete this. I'm just gonna delete it. Goodbye. Alright, rather than fight that, I'm going to work with that somehow. My brain doesn't comprehend it. It's really embarrassing, but I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. But I kind of do. Yeah, my brain's not comprehending that very well. Right. That's probably so. Right. Then I want to rotate it this way. And then I want to rotate it that way. This way. And that way. Okay. Need to drink some more water instead of just hyper water. Because I'm Learning my my hotkeys. Okay. I'm gonna have to get better at this. I know what I'm doing here. Not the cube, but the vine. It's the vine of it all. Perfect. H. Cool. Today's the 30th. Oof. An H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I knew it was I just didn't know if it was G, H. H, I. Cool. Feeling like Batman. Feeling like Batman. Not because of that. Stupid Amazon trucks. Those things sound so weird, but they also work for backing up. Clearly effective. Is the mesh renderer on this thing? Come on. I wish it would look like way longer and stuff, but no. Yeah. Yeah, that does work. So maybe I'll just do it 9. Still getting used to the hotkeys here. pretty close to the top. It's fine. That could be a checkpoint. Even though, well, I do wonder. Not opposed to making it much taller like that, because that actually moves it forward. Nope. Let's do 222. Not that much. Holy shit. Alright, let's go back into... Nope. Like I said, a checkpoint. That's why I made it taller. Because this would be a perfect place to have a real checkpoint where people can be like, oh, I can save. So, at the risk of my time, I'm still gonna check. I still have shit to do. Hey Google, set a 5-minute timer.
Got it. 5 minutes. And that's starting now.
Okay. Oh wait, you know what? Portal? Nope. Portal? Okay. It has been a couple of days, but things are working properly. Can't spell. Properly. It's been a couple of days. Things are working properly. The problem is I set up a checkpoint. Right now, just a visible marker. Just a visible marker. But let us attach new portal that we can have the start point be easily accessible. Have the start point be easily accessible. Start point be easily accessible. Easy to access some place and access for me right away. Essentially, I will place it near the player starting point. So I just need to get it set up. Okay. When I save this, I do think it's in good shape in terms of it's not going anywhere. Let's see what you got. And then I gotta wrap it up. Hey Google, how much left on the timer?
1 minute and 8 seconds left.
Hey Google, cancel that timer.
Alright, the timer is cancelled.
Thank you very much, Google. Strange. Okay. Let's see what we got. Good to have you back. Things are working smoothly. We have solid foundations. Zero Unity experience. We need to wait for the game to remember. No. I don't necessarily want to impact the current portal, portal setup I have, because let's go back to Zach Braff so people feel happy. Let's also find this on the list. Cube 11. Zach Braff, will you watch? Will you ever come visit? Be the guy to say the lines? Or at least do some kind of any? It'd be cool to have Zach Braff do, some voice, but, an animal voice. I don't know. Poison Dart Frog. Okay. Don't listen to the current portal setup I have, because... Why don't I want to impact it? Because I need to retain it for each level end. So let's make something new for checkpoint and portal and an alt portal behavior. I don't know how to make the checkpoint simply novel right now, but I do want to attach this new portal to it. I don't know if that makes sense. That is a waste of tokens right there, saying that last part, but it's my way of saying I don't know what the hell makes sense. And anyway, alright, it's 3 o'clock. If I can figure this out, that'd be great, but don't think I can figure it out before the end of today. 2 hours. 2 hours, and I've made a lot of progress. 2 hours, and I'm feeling confident about a lot of how this looks. 2 hours, and I have made my way, what was originally halfway up the tower, but now is, well, I mean, there's still a lot. There's still a lot I can do, but this swinging up here is a big, kind of like it brings you back to it brings you back to the beginning where you start the swinging part. So you swing here, you swing there, and then this is all swinging. Like this is let's say a good sixth of the circle right here. That is like you're gonna get here, and the bounce platform will be pretty encouraging actually. All right, I'll have to consider that a little more, because the bounce platform is gonna just send you flying, so you can just make that jump. And maybe I just make it more vines up there. Shit. But I want to make my checkpoint. So, let me do that real quick. No! Let me in. Oh, God. Cube 11. Why are you doing this to me? You were supposed to be the chosen one, Anakin. Alright. Let's save. Move this down. Let's see. Did I hear back? I did not. Okay, so, right, just need to figure this out, and it's, the thing is, my time is like, I have about a half an hour before I have to leave, and I have other things to do, and now it's like, maybe I don't want to go. Maybe I could take today to not, and that's okay, and it's not the end of the world. We'll see. If it doesn't work for today, totally fine with me, but I just need to know so I can keep working on this for another whole hour. Kind of excited, kind of not, because frustrated, but frustrated with, I guess, how tired I am from figuring out a lot of this, and you need to take a minute every once in a while, and alright, let's see. Okay, expansion, crunchy physics game. I don't know why I keep saying crunchy physics. I don't love that rhetoric, but what are you gonna do? Since we want to keep your existing level end portals separate, we're going to build a checkpoint system based on a manager-marker relationship. Don't know what that means, so don't know who Mark is. I actually know Mark in real life now. Pretty cool guy. Manager, a brain that remembers the last place you stood safely. A physical flag in the world that tells the manager to record this spot. And the reset portal, a specific portal that teleports you to the manager's remembered spot instead of a hard-coded level end. Okay. Checkpoint manager. Haha. We haven't made any scripts today, so this is exciting. C#. If I don't know soon, I don't want to go. I'm just lazy. But I should probably go, even if things are up in the air. It straights my throat. It's delicious. Where's Xcode? Come on, Xcode. Come on. Oi, Xcode, mate. There we go. We'll go here. Physical marker, checkpoint. Wait, checkpoint marker. Okay, so another code, or another new sheet. Create scripting. Okay, checkpoint marker. Hazard reset portal. It's interesting. Why is it calling it a hazard reset portal? Create scripting. MTC script. Okay. Select managers in the hierarchy. Add component. Checkpoint manager. The initial start. Wait. Excuse me. Select your manager's object. Sorry, brain went a little crazy because of coffee. In the inspector. Oh man. Okay, I'll do it. Don't want to, but I'll do it. Whoa. Why is this located there? We're just gonna copy the position, replace this position with that position. It's better. It's weird. It sits under the map. It's so strange. Under managers, and then for Zach Braff, I suppose copy position. And then, what am I thinking? Copy position, and then I go back to managers, and I can't. Power stroke. 7.361 to 194. 7.361. 7.361. To 1.6. At least somebody did. That's a pretty high hit rate. That is a curious thought. That's a very curious thought. Okay. Cutting it close. Cutting it close here. Is that the final position? Negative 1.94. Hopefully that works. Okay, so now that I've added that, am I saved everything? Okay, I've saved everything. Save this. Tells me where to position my cube. I know where to position my little fake cube. I should make it a pillar. Nope. That's what I thought, but that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's make it... Okay. Totally cool. I was a bit lazy, but I will start getting ready soon. They're booked for 4. Would you mind giving me, picking me up? Picking me up. Alright. Okay. That means I literally have negative 5 minutes to work on this. I have no time to continue working on this. But I was just making my little portal. I think I can finish this. Create a cube. Set collider to is trigger. Add component checkpoint marker. No manager? Oh. Marker. Wait. The cube is... what I'm gonna do. Let me give him a call right now. That would work totally fine. I'll be right back. I should probably wrap this up. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. But it's been fun. Yeah. Alright, I gotta get ready. I got like some time, just no time. I was enjoying all this. But that's okay. I'll be back tomorrow if I wake up early enough to do all this, because I should be asked to do other things, and I might not have time to be spending more time to do this. But if I wake up early enough, like 12 or 11 or whatever, which isn't impossible, people can imagine, and I start working on it, I can bang out another 2, maybe even 3 hours tomorrow. So, very excited. This will be a checkpoint portal that I can go back and forth from the middle of the tower from the base of where I am. So, until then, that'll be tomorrow. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And, Zeus Magoose out. Wait. I'll do it here too.
The sky is gray, but his feathers are gold. A story of a raider that's never been told. He's sliding through the scrap with a grin on his face. The fastest tactical goose in the whole damn place. The ARC is dropping parts like a heavy metal rain. But Zeus is moving faster than a bullet train. He's the Zeus Magoose. He's got the electric truth, setting every circuit in the city loose with a bolt in his hand and a brand in his hair. He's leaving every robot for scrap instead. Yeah, he's catchy, he's cool, he's the king of the lot. Watch the sky for the deuce and the golden suit. Sparrows on the left, machines on the right. He's dancing to the lasers in the middle of the night. Grab the heavy tech, yeah, grab the glowing core. The Medusa is always coming back for more. It's a high stakes heist, it's a beautiful mess. He's the only one winning in the ARC's distress. Check the corner. Clear the room.